Say what?
Hello, Korg Volca Sample 2. Welcome home. This just came out. This is the 2, version 2. Volca Sample had a version 1. Did not have USB interface to load samples in. Kind of a bitch, I guess. How they loaded samples, actually, I don't know. But I've been messing around with it a little bit, and I kind of built somewhat of a drum loop sequence from the samples that it already has, and got to work on it. Let's hear how it sounds.
Warning.
Lord.
Here we go. Press memory. That blinking tells me where it's at. So I'll go to number 2. 3. I deleted a lot of. They had quite a few little sequences that came with it. They have some left in song mode that I didn't delete yet. I'll play those just for an example. It's a pre-made song. So those are pretty rad. I'm probably going to delete those. I have to understand what song mode is. So far, I've only programmed from 1 to 10 the sequences, and I think I got to build a song from it. But let's get right into the things that I don't like already, and that's trying to get this to hook up via the USB interface. It's kind of buggy. It comes up as a MIDI interface, but if you have more than, say, 10 MIDI devices registered on your Windows PC, it gets kind of crazy, and the software that you download with it does not pick it up. And I had to delete a few devices on Windows to try and get it to register. And so I just plugged it into my computer, and right away, this thing wants to automatically, every time I hook it up, it wants to ask me if I want to install the driver. And I already did, but I say yes, and it seems like every time I use it, it keeps asking me to install. I don't know why. I'll keep this open because I have to use this as an example as to the things that you have to try and do to get it to the Korg, the Volca Sample Librarian, which is the app that you're going to use to load samples onto your device. So let me see if it, I fixed it. It worked before. Let me see if it works this time. And see, Now it's searching. It still wants me to install something that's already been installed, which is really weird. And a lot of tanging there. It's really annoying as shit. I don't know if it's just something I'm doing wrong. Um, they do not provide a USB cable with the sample two. You have to provide a good, and I think if you use a cheap one, you may have problems. You might have to try and use different USB cables. That's what I did. I tried different ones. Finally, I got it to work, but now it's not showing up. I could see this easily pissing me off. Uh, quite easily. Let me turn the device back on because I turned it off. No shit. Let's try the librarian again and see if it registers anything. Oh, it's working now. You see this, folks? After 5-6 times, it's finally receiving data. I restarted. I don't know why. But I might just send it back because I can't be asked with it every single time I want to load up or change samples around. At this price point, though, I don't know what I would trade it for. I don't know what I would exchange it for. All right. Looks like all I got to do, select the slot I want to load, go to File, Import Sample. You got to do one at a time. I can't do a whole set, unfortunately. Which is, it's kind of sucky. You better, really like the set that you design because, changing it is going to be a bitch. as I close out with this cool little jam I got going, obviously you can see this is a lot of fun. I really had a lot of fun with the Korg, the Volca Sample 2. It definitely, it's not that I did not like it. I don't think it would work for me. At this point, I already had a couple synthesizers, and I was looking for something to be more the brain of the operation, the drummer and kind of the brain. It only had a MIDI in. The Volca Sample only has a MIDI in. It does have sync, CV sync in the back, which is voltage control, which was nice, but it kind of wasn't enough. Who I think this is for, I think if you don't have any synthesizers and you're just looking for a little groove box for like $150 and that's it, you won't be disappointed until you start loading a bunch of samples. I think that'll probably annoy you. If you just have all your samples ready to go and you only want to do them every once in a while and just mess around, I had a lot of fun with it. The sequencer is fun to play with. You can screw around with it. It is plastic. They're trying to keep it at a certain price point. I don't want to trash Korg. Korg is a good company, and the Volca line is very popular. It's one of the reasons that I bought it is because I saw a lot of videos of people just jamming out on their Volcas. They have a whole set of different Volcas, and it just sounds, it looks a lot of, it's just a lot of fun, a lot of fun. It's cool that it's battery operated. You just plug in your headphones. I've watched videos of people on a bus, making a whole beat, with the added samples. It makes it sound like a synthesizer too. I think I would be a little bit, even though it is pretty sturdy, I would be a little bit worried about just throwing it in a backpack without some kind of a case, because the knobs they seem pretty strong, but if you banged it, you'd be out of luck if you broke off one of those knobs. It's kind of an important part of the whole unit, those knobs, and they're all plastic. Again, Korg tries to keep the price down to aim at a specific market. And hey, if all you have is $150, I think you'll have fun with this, or maybe check out the other Volca lines. There was a time in my life when I couldn't even afford $150 to buy one of these, let alone a Moog this and Moog that. I had to choose between, paying the rent or having heat in the wintertime. So this was not even remotely in, the realm of possibilities. But if you have, all you have is that little bit of money, I think you would enjoy it. But just be careful. Make sure that, the whole situation with loading samples is for you, because they have other lines that you don't have to deal with that at all. And you might want to check those out. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please give a thumbs up and give a subscribe too. Thanks.